this thing started. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Jay Lippman Live. Good to see you. Happy you could be here. Happy I could be here. If you're new here, new to the stream, new to the channel, my name's Jay. I make videos here on YouTube. Most of my videos are about making videos. I do a lot of stuff on DaVinci Resolve, a lot of stuff on video editing. So if you've got any questions about making videos, make sure you pop them in the chat. I will be answering your questions here for the next hour or so. If you've got a question that you want to make sure I don't miss, there is a link in the description that will take you to a form that you can fill out. Ask your questions there, and I'll be going through that form about halfway through the stream or so. And also, if you've got any videos you would like me to review, I will be going through those around the same time that I'm doing the form. You can pop those links into that form so I can see them. Just, you know, make sure you own the rights to all of this stuff in there. Do not rickroll me. I have gotten demonetized because somebody rickrolled me. So please, no rickrolling. What else? Oh, if you've got any questions that really need to be answered, you want to make sure I don't miss it, you want to make sure I get to it right away, or if you just feel like supporting the channel, super chats always are welcome, and any questions that come along with a super chat will jump to the front of the line. So with all of that out of the way, let's hi to some people. Wow, let's say hi to some people. Sai Edits, what's going on? How are you? Darth TV, early this week. Good to see you, my friend. Remco, what's going on? Refrag, hello. Matt Jackson, what's up, dude? Connor Duffy, what's going on? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Connor. Jelly Duck, member for 16 months. Love to see it. What's going on? Yes, Matt, I got rickrolled. I did. You were there. You did it. Try and learn what's going on. It's great to be here on a fine Wednesday afternoon to try and learn from one of the best in the game. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's been a very busy week. First full week with the baby at daycare. Been trying to catch up. Got a video coming out on Monday that you're definitely not going to want to miss. I am going over in excruciatingly painful detail my entire post-production workflow. Everything that happens after I have filmed my video and gotten the footage onto my computer, I'm going to walk you through that entire process on Monday. That video is coming. I'm very excited about it. It's I haven't even started editing it yet. I filmed it. When did I film it? Yesterday. I've been collecting screen recordings and old videos that I can use as B-roll. It's a process. This is going to be a long video, but it's going to be chock full of value. Make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you're subscribed. Have that bell rung so you don't miss it. I'm excited about that. Mid-aged runner, what's going on? How are you? Connor Duffy wasn't here last week, but was there a week before when you reviewed my footage. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. My brain's a little frazzled today. Or maybe that was 3 weeks ago. I don't know. Yeah, that's about where I'm at. Hey, Frank in Blackpool, what's going on? What is going on? Let's see here. It's not editing, but we are planning on doing a live stream next week. Nice, our first one. Just probably going to use default YouTube Studio instead of Streamlabs, StreamYard, or OBS. Don't use Streamlabs. They are some shady people. StreamYard's good. StreamYard is good. I use OBS. But yeah, regular. Well, are you talking about the YouTube Studio app? Because I think you have to use like the mobile app if you're going to stream from like directly from YouTube. You can't just like go live from YouTube on a computer. So yeah. Your coaching and consulting learn more button doesn't work on my website. Yeah, I haven't built out that page. It's a brand new website. So the only one that works right now is the work with me for brands. That's the only thing. I'm working on it though. I'm building it out. It'll be live soon. Let's see here. In your new video, you were talking about a timeline in a timeline. I know the concept of compound clips, but how does timeline in timeline work? Ooh, good question. So you can have multiple timelines in a project, right? You can actually, I did a whole video on this actually, working with multiple timelines, but you can create multiple timelines in a project, and you can take, although some people have claimed that this no longer works, but you can take timelines and put them into another timeline. So let's say, just a very basic example, right? Let's say that I'm working on a big project with multiple scenes. Each scene could be its own timeline, and then I could have one, like what I'd call a final timeline, where I take each individual scene, like I take those timelines and I put them into the final timeline. And there you go. You got a nice clean timeline. And then you can go through and, like, if you have something in the intro or in scene 2 or something that needs to be fixed, you can just go into that timeline, fix it. It doesn't mess with your main timeline. Yeah. So there you go. Sponsored vid question. Planning on showing how I make Baby Yoda sing dance in app for 20 seconds at the end of a video. Hope it goes viral. What sort of deal should I offer them? And should I charge per 1K views? No. You guys want to see how I charge for, I'll show you. I'll peel back the curtain and show you exactly how I charge for sponsored videos. There are certain things that I put in there. It's probably not everything that I should put in there, but I'll break down how I do it for you real quick. If you want, just let me know in the chat. But I like the revamp to the website. Thank you, Refrag. I really appreciate that. Good morning. Is it me, or do you look like you have less fill on your face? Seems like your exposure is good on one side, little dramatic for a live stream. Yeah, I just haven't fixed it yet. I was behind my computer getting something, and I hit the boom arm and it kind of went all wonky, and I just haven't fixed it. I could even it out if it really bothers you just a little bit. Let's see here. Is that a little bit better? I need to get it down lower for sure, but it's a little bit more even, I think. But yeah, there was, I knocked the light out of place, didn't have time to fix it. I'm not going to totally mess with it now, but that should be a little bit better at least. Yeah, that's way better. Good deal. Good deal. Not the mobile app, just from computer. Matt Jackson, if you are using, from a computer, you have to use some sort of streaming program. So you have to use OBS or I don't know, OBS or StreamYard or Streamlabs. You have to use one of them in order to connect to YouTube. So that is something. So can you show all the timelines at once on one timeline, or do you have to use the drop down at the top to jump between timelines and copy them down to the main timeline? No, you can drag and drop them from the source monitor. I'll show you real quick, actually. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I can't remember my keyboard shortcuts, so give me a minute. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to open up DaVinci Resolve, and we're going to come over. There we go. We got it. We're back. Okay, so this is the video that I just put out, the motion array video. So this is exactly the video that you're talking about, but let's switch it over. Let's switch it over to a different video. Let's go to, actually, no, let's go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead and we'll create a couple new timelines here. So we'll just call this, we'll call this intro. We're just going to create some timelines real quick. And then we will, we'll call this scene 1, scene 2, whoop, not 21. And then scene 3. Okay, so we've created 3 timelines. This is a horrible mess right here. All right, now let's create one more. And we'll call this final video. Okay, there we go. So we're in the final video timeline right now. And let's say I had some stuff in this intro timeline. Boom. I can drag my entire intro timeline from the source monitor into my timeline. Now, just to show you that it works, let's go ahead and open up this timeline real quick. And let's just let's just grab some B-roll here. Just put that in. I'm going to go ahead and just delete the audio so you don't have to deal with it. We're going to go back to final video. So we've got our intro timeline in here. And it's, oh, I think I put a, did that not work? Did it just go, did it just not play? That's weird. Maybe it doesn't work in DaVinci Resolve 17, or maybe my computer's just being weird. But yeah, you can drag down timelines, and theoretically it should work, but for some reason it's not working right now. Hey, Tech Examine, what's going on? What's going on? That's why your timeline always shows up in the source pool. Yes, it is exactly. It works, and so for some reason it's just not working here. Maybe I accidentally dragged in a still frame or something, or I don't know. Either way, that's the basic gist of it. You can add timelines to other timelines. Gemma's Journey, Grace, holy moly, what's going on? Haven't seen you in forever. Renato Zanardo, to have a good editing, it is better to have a shooting list, but how do you know when you have to shoot something you don't know what it will be like? Ooh, that's a good question. We're going to dive into that in a second. Let's see here. If I put a timeline on a timeline, DaVinci Resolve goes to that timeline. But no, it does not come in that time. That made zero sense. I didn't follow that at all. See how much bills are, then double it. No, that's not how I do it. I actually break it down like I'm a production company. So I figure out what my hourly rate is, right? I figure out how much I want to make per hour. And then I figure out how long it's going to take me to, explore the product and take my notes and figure everything out, what I'm going to say. I figure out how long it's going to take me to do the SEO and the title, the description, the tags, how long it's going to take to do the thumbnail, how long pre-production is going to take, how long production is going to take, how long post-production is going to take. And then on top of all that, I add a delivery fee, and that delivery fee comes directly from Social Blue Book. They will analyze my channel and tell me how much I should charge. So I take that and I add it to everything else, and then I get my sponsorship rate. So I got a whole spreadsheet actually that calculates it all for me. And why am I still in DaVinci Resolve? Let's go ahead and come back here. Let's see here. It works in version 17. Well, that's good. That's good. Let's see here. When are you usually filming and editing every week? When the kid is in daycare, when the kids are both at school and daycare and all that stuff, then I typically film on Tuesdays. Monday, my goal is to finalize any videos that I plan on shooting that week. Tuesday, I also do channel research to come up with new video ideas on Monday. Tuesday is when I film and begin the edit. And Wednesday, I do a little bit of editing, but that's mostly dedicated to live streams and calls with potential sponsors and stuff like that. Thursday is 100% editing. I very rarely schedule anything else on Thursdays except for editing. Same goes with Fridays. Thursdays, Fridays are editing. Fridays is usually when I finalize the video. I upload it. I schedule it to go out on Monday. So, yeah. So Renato Zanardo had a very good question. To have a good editing, it is better to have a shooting list. But how do you, when you have to shoot something, you don't know what it will be like? I create a shot list for all my videos. I create maybe not so much a shot list for my talking head videos, but I do put out a list of bullet points, everything that I want to make sure I mention in the video. So that kind of acts as my shot list when I'm editing. I make sure that all those things are in, and then I can look at all the fluff and all the weird stuff that I do and see if any of that would enhance the story a little bit or give it, a little bit more energy, stuff like that. So there's that, but I do a shot list for B-roll. I make a list of all the screen recordings I need to get, any sponsorship, sponsor assets that I need to collect, any stock footage I might need to download, anything I need to shoot myself. So I definitely have shot lists, and I definitely have notes on everything that I need to say in the video. So that kind of acts as a guide. Hope that helps. I've not been getting notifications. Just got one. Ooh. Well, I'm glad. Let's see here. Timeline and timeline is exactly the same as a compound clip. You can ATA anytime, right click and open in timeline if you want to edit in the timeline. Yep. I was doing that in my motion array video, actually. How to make a good story in editing if we shoot the footage without thinking about it. Well, you have to work extra hard if you shoot without thinking about it. So my suggestion would be think about it. Think about it when you film. Think about everything that you're going to be doing. What's the lighting going to be like? What story am I trying to tell? Is this shot going to add to that story? That's the big thing, right? If you do shoot and you're just documenting stuff and you're just capturing stuff, like if you're just vlogging your day or whatever, think about the thing that you should think about ahead of time is like, what am I going to do? What is the story behind this? What are the different stories? Because there's always different stories that you can tell, right? Maybe one's funny. Like maybe I'm trying to do something new and I want to make the story about all the comical things that go wrong throughout the story. Maybe this is something that I've never done before and I'm nervous about it. And I'm going to make the story about overcoming that nervousness and learning something new and accomplishing my goal. There is always a story that could be told. So think about what you're going to be doing that day. What are the things? What are the main points of your day? How can you turn that into a story? And if you have that story in your head, you're automatically going to be thinking about that when you're filming, but just in case you just overshoot anyway, you have that story in your head. And then when you get into edit, you can think every single cut, is this adding to the story? Is this taking away from the story? Is this distracting from the story? Every single cut, you should be asking yourself those questions. And if it adds to the story, if it doesn't distract from it, if it doesn't take away from it, then congratulations, you just made a good cut. So there you go. Let's see here. Sent you a vid. Promise the soundtrack is safe. Made it in Lala AI. It's old and my pacing is off. Repeat a shot and people clicked off. Ooh. Could have been viral if I got it right, but messed SEO. Still okay views. There you go. I script my videos, which helps me. Scripting can help. I don't script because when I read off of a script, I turn into a robot. So I do bullet points so I can I have a bullet point. I'm like, okay, I need to talk about this. So I talk about this sometimes 2 or 3 times because I don't get it right on the first time. And then once I'm like, okay, I think I got it, I move on to the next bullet point. Oh, you can go live. That's cool. I'm glad that you can go live without having to do OBS. I'm not going to attempt it. I like OBS. I like my separate scenes and all that stuff. I need to stop leaning forward so much. It's making me look dark and mysterious. So we'll move the microphone back to me. How about that? Is that better? That's better. That's more comfortable too. Join the Discord. Notifications for videos and live streams go out there. Link in description. Yes, Gemma. That is it. That is thank you, Refrag. That is good. If you want to make sure you get the notifications, join my Discord server if you're on Discord, because there you go. Do you recommend downloading new versions of DaVinci as soon as they are released, or is it better to wait a while until proven solid over time? Are you talking about new versions as in big new versions, like jumping from 16 to 17, or are you talking about like jumping from 17 to 17.2? Because if we're talking 16 to 17, like going up to the next major version, I would say it depends. If you are working on time critical work, right? Like you got stuff that you got to get done, then I would maybe wait until it's been proven over a certain amount of time. The smaller upgrades, I don't know. I know Darren waits, Darren Moston. Hey, look at that. Look at that. There he is. I said his name and he appeared. Yeah. Darren, Darren waits. He waits. He gets feedback from people on whether or not the newest version is stable or not. And then when he doesn't have any like time sensitive work, he upgrades. I think that's a smart way to do it. Me, I'm not that smart. I just upgrade. Because so much of my channel revolves around YouTube, I want the chance to like dive in and see stuff. And like, if there's something that I think is worth like making a video about immediately, then I do that. So, ooh, good question. We're going to talk about YouTube. What do you think of YouTube's dislike button? At first, I wouldn't care, but then realized that when I go to a video and there were 300 dislikes and 5 likes, that it might be a waste of time. So that's like the most common complaint about the whole dislike button. Me, I've never, and maybe I'm in the minority here, but I've never looked at likes and dislikes to see whether or not I should watch a tutorial or something like that. I really don't. Like, I look, sorry, I had a call with a potential sponsor right before this live stream, so my voice is a little raw. What I look at whenever I'm looking for a tutorial or something like that, I look, first of all, how relevant is it time-wise, right? Title, thumbnail. Thumbnail is what catches my eye first, but I look at the title to see if it's actually what I'm looking for. And then I look and see how old it is, right? If those two things pass the test, then I will likely click on the video. After that, like, I just care about getting the information. I really just care about getting the information. I can decide for myself, if I'm waiting too long to get that information, I'll click off the video, right? So I don't really care about the dislikes going away or not. The thing that really confuses me about it, right? I'm a little bit confused about this, right? YouTube stated that the reason why they got why they took away the dislike count is because they are trying to protect creators' mental health, right? Which is great. Okay, that's fine. I understand, like, especially creators who have not been in this for a very long time, people who haven't really developed the thick skin that is kind of necessary to hang out here on YouTube. I can understand that being helpful. However, in YouTube Studio, you can still see your like to dislike ratio. So you can still go in there and see, like, crap, this is like, you can still see that people are disliking it. So did that really help? I guess it helps if you don't look at your analytics, but I look at my analytics. So I think they kind of missed, they kind of missed the target on that goal. But other than that, like, it honestly really doesn't bother me. YouTube is the only platform, the only video platform right now that has a dislike function. So there's that. Creators had the option to disable dislikes and likes. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Fuzzy Tutorials, what's going on? They turned off the dislikes right before their year in review video, which last year got the most dislikes ever. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I always have my dislikes turned off. There you go, Gemma. Yeah, you always had the option. If you don't like it, you can turn it off. So it doesn't make sense to me. How can we make good B-roll just by using sound effects? So I'm going to guess that by B-roll, you mean montage and not B-roll. Sorry, I got to get up on my high horse for this. Because what most people on YouTube call B-roll isn't actually B-roll. It's just a montage. And the best way to do it, honestly, the best way to think about it starting off is look at your footage. Look at the footage that's going in there. Think about what is happening in that video. Where is that video taking place? When is that video taking place? Think about sounds that correlate with what's happening, when it's happening, where it's happening. Go find those sound effects. Go record them yourself. Go outside and record them yourself. Put them in the video. Make sure you time them up with the actions in the video. Maybe spruce it up with some transition sounds. But that's it. But that's it. Jay, remember when you had that editing contest with stock footage? Yes. Yes, I do. I do remember that. I do remember that. Let's see here. Where am I? Where am I? Dan, what's going on? Hello from Romania. What's going on? Good to see you. Romania, I think that's a new one. I think YouTube did it so I didn't click away before the ads get played. It's been so long since I've seen an ad on YouTube. So here's the thing. I have YouTube Premium, right, on my main account. But I have another YouTube account, not a channel, just an account that I use specifically for channel research. It is a clean account. The only thing I watch on it are things that I am doing to kind of get ideas for videos and stuff like that. It's a whole process. And I don't have YouTube Premium on that account. So whenever I go and do channel research, I start seeing ads and I'm like, oh, that's what this is like. Have you had any issue lately with DaVinci having inexplicable pausing? I have not. I have not. I have the exact opposite problem. People don't even click like or dislike. Oh, that's, yeah. I used to have that problem. That problem will go away. You keep at this long enough, that problem will go away. Any tips for making tutorial videos more optimized for audience retention? I feel like my few videos where I told stories of my career did far better than my tutorials in terms of retention. Well, the thing is, that all has to do with knowing your audience, right? I am not a huge, give me 1 second. I'm not, anybody here who watches my tutorials will tell you, I am not the type of guy who likes to just jump in and get to the point. I am not a, hey guys, today we're going to do this. Let's go do it. That's not me, right? And a lot of people who look for tutorials, that's what they're looking for. You need to figure out who your audience is. You know, who is your target audience? Who are you making videos for? What kind of stuff do they like? And then structure your tutorials around that. And if that's not what they like, you know, or if you can make the thing that your target audience likes, then they're going to watch more. So there you go. What was your thought process when thinking about buying the Blackmagic camera over a higher end Canon camera? One was price. Two was lenses. And that was that. I think that was about it. I think those were my two big things, price and lenses. I already had EFS lenses. The EFS lenses that I had would work on the Pocket 6K. If I went to one of the higher end Canons, then it was going to cost more. I would have to jump up to the full frame lenses. Yeah. So that would, that's kind of it. And plus I just, every time I saw videos shot with the Pocket 6K, I was just blown away by the image. So there was that. Let's see, B-roll. I gave someone the advice the other day to take some footage of their interview person taking a drink of water, and if you can't do a smooth cut, drop that in. That's brilliant. I love that. I love that. YouTube Premium is the other way. Agreed. Agreed. Darren, I feel like I'm only seeing like half the things you say. Linus Tech Tips has a way of getting rid of all adverts. You use a small Raspberry device and Jedi computer skills. Yeah. I don't unpopular opinion here. I don't believe in using any kind of ad blocker. Viewing those ads helps the creators if they're part of the partner program. So I see it as a sign of support for a creator if I watch an ad, at least enough for the ad to get a view count so the creator can get paid. So that's just me. Maybe I'm an idiot, but that's my personal point of view. I don't judge anybody who tries to skip ads. I get it, but that's just what I do. They will disable comments next because of all the bots and hate comments. If they disable comments, YouTube's gonna basically be dead. I don't think they're gonna get rid of comments. I don't think they can. If they get rid of the comment section, YouTube's is just gonna fall off the face of the earth, I think. So there's that. All right, it's just about 2:30, just after 2:30. Let's take a look at the forums, see what we've got. Oh, I guess I need to cut over here. There we go. 5 responses. Holy moly, guys. We've got some stuff. We've got some stuff here. Let's go ahead and get the headphones on just in case we're reviewing a video. Let's do this. All right. You got your Christmas tree up? Nope, I do not. I found adding chapter time codes increases retention because they can see what's coming up and jump right to what they want. That does definitely help. That definitely helps. All right, here we go. Where's my mouse cursor? Why can I never find my mouse cursor? There you go. Responses, individual, Darth TV. We've got another one. Short 45-second vid I made 8 months ago. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, didn't you just did this one? Is this is this one from, was this one from last week? I wish I could see the, yup, that was last week. Okay, here we go. Yep, real estate video. I thought I cleared this form. Frank and Blackpool again. Okay, here we go. This one's a new one. This one's a new one from Frank and Blackpool. Got another video. Would you and the group be willing to cast an eye over another one of my masterpieces? It's of the worst storm to hit where I live this century. I would very much appreciate comments on composition and not so much the color grading. It was shot on a preset color profile of an older camera, which was not shooting log. The music is royalty free from YouTube. Beautiful. 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 Okay, here we go. All right. Are we watching the, yep, whole thing. Okay. Oof, look at that wave. Look at that wave. Okay, hold on. At first, let me go back real quick. When this first started out, I was looking at these and I was like, man, why are the light poles, like, what is going on with this camera that the light, like, how wide of a shot is that? And then the next angle, the next angle cleared that up. Okay, First critique I would say is this first shot was held for how long? 20 seconds. 20 seconds you held that shot. I would say I would have cut that sooner. I like the camera angle. This threw me off a little bit. The whole curvature of this. But yeah, that I would have definitely cut that sooner. And because there isn't any like dialogue here, maybe would have like paid more attention to cutting on the beat of the music. Doesn't have to be on the 4 count or on the 1 count. It can be on the 2 count or the 3 count or whatever. But like cutting to the beat. You could even do it on the half count. But like paying a little bit more attention to that. For this second shot, and I promise we will go on further. For this second shot, you had a couple different areas. I'm going to mute this while I play this second shot here. You had a couple different areas going on where like it would have been a really cool transition point. Like right here would have been awesome if you like, as that wave was crashing down and washing everything out, or even right here, as that wave was coming, do a fade to white into this, like a quick fade to white into this next clip. All right, let's go on. But that would have been cool. So far, like keep the shots a little bit shorter and, yeah. Oh, look at these waves. This is just that. I liked that cut. Oh my God. Oh my God. This kid's kind of exactly what I was talking about. I think that was a good transition point right there. My mind. The only issue is like everything, and I know you said don't comment on the color grading, although I'm seeing you saying that isn't how it should look, because yeah, everything is like super overexposed, so it's a little bit difficult to see what's going on. I love how that ended. That was super cool. And I killed my camera. There you go. And that's when it happened, right there. So yeah, I liked that. I liked it. It was blowing my mind. And I think that was kind of the point of the video. Like, look at these freaking waves. Sorry if I clipped the audio there, but good God, look at those waves. As far as composition, I mean, it's a wide open area. I like how in some of the shots you were like following the lines of the railing. That was really cool. I think the biggest issue there, other than whatever YouTube did with the color just now, it doesn't look like that on my computer. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is there. The only thing that maybe I would say is focus on the timing of your cuts. It definitely felt like some of those were going on a little bit too long. So some of the natural storm sound would work. Yeah, there were a couple clips in there that had a little bit of that natural storm sound, And it like, those are my favorite shots of the whole video, to be honest. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Where's my form? There's my form. All right, here we go. Darth TV. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see if YouTube screws with the colors on this one too. I wonder if it's because I have OBS open. Who knows? Let's find out. It's Baby Yoda again. All right, here we go. Baby Yoda goes to McDonald's. All right. Oh, you got the intro and everything. What is happening right now? Darth, what did you do? That's some decent, that's some decent comp work right there. It's not bad. Oh my God. Wait, what? What? What am I watching? What? Hold on, I missed something. How did the Death Star blow up? Oh my God. Okay. Wait, is Yoda holding back the fire and sending it back up to the Death Star? There we go. It makes sense now. He orders nugs and then shoots a finger laser. Oh my God. A lot of roto back went frame by frame back then. Yeah, I bet. Hey, look, it's my live stream. Are you guys all watching? Oh man, that was good. That was entertaining. I enjoyed that. Oh, look, hey, look, it's Twitter. That was great. All right, and V, what do we got? Currently, I am doing all myself music mastering to put these videos together. What is some advice on how to shoot good videos when I don't have much help in terms of someone else behind the camera? I will tell you this right now. The majority, I'll take my headphones off for now. My ears are hot. The majority of YouTubers don't have somebody else behind the camera. I don't have anybody else behind the camera. I also don't have anybody else editing or anything. I do everything myself. Most of the people in this chat do everything themselves, if not everybody in this chat. So I wouldn't sweat it. What is some advice on how to shoot good videos? Autofocus helps. That's my one regret about the Pocket 6K is it has one touch autofocus, which is, sometimes doesn't work as well as it's supposed to. And, so, autofocus and like spend time figuring out your composition. Like, where do you want to sit in the frame? What do you want in your background? Like the biggest part, if you're filming yourself like this, like talking head style videos, the biggest thing really is kind of making sure your audio and your lighting and your composition are good. And your exposure on the camera. So like that's kind of it. If you're just doing talking head videos, then, and it's always in the same space, then you don't really have to worry about it. You spend the time in the beginning setting it up from the get-go. And you go, the only time I have to touch this my settings really is if I take it off of the tripod and go out and film something, and then I come back, but I know all my settings. I know where the camera needs to be. I know, I know all of the settings by now. So it takes me 5 minutes to set it back up again. So there you go. It was way too loud and afraid to kill a mic. Ooh, I get that. Let's see here. Okay, now I feel inspired to shoot a video. I'm going to have something for one of the next reviews. Nice. Good. Good. I've noticed that changing to DaVinci 17 and using HLG, some YouTube create awful colors. Interesting. Interesting. I do 95% of my videos all on my own. I recommend getting hands-free options for your camera. Canon's app is great, GoPro's app, etc. They really help with getting yourself in focus and in the shot. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Jay, any tips for shooting on your iPhone? Still saving for a camera. Greetings from South Africa. Yes, I have 2 more questions in the form, but let me answer this. My biggest thing with iPhone, especially the newer iPhones, because they got a wider aperture now. And trust me, I shoot on a Samsung. So this goes for any phone. If it's not built into your camera, make sure you download an app that gives you manual control over your camera settings. For iPhone, I would recommend Filmic Pro. That's actually what I use on my Samsung as well. Also, get an ND filter for your phone. Trust me, you're going to want it. You got those new like 1.8, 2.8 apertures on your phone. It is super easy to overexpose your footage. And if you're trying to get your shutter speed and your frame rate dialed in, then all you really have to work with at that point, if you want to shoot wide open, you've got your ISO. And if you want to shoot wide open, you bring your ISO all the way down, you could still be blown out. So get an ND filter for your phone. And I would say, because you're using an app that has manual control, you're probably not going to be able to take advantage of stabilization. So I would get some sort of phone gimbal. Those are my 3 tips for phones. Also, make sure your lighting is good. Make sure your exposure is good. Do as much as you can in camera so you don't have to mess with it much in post. iPhones now shoot 10-bit and ProRes, so you don't have to worry about that as much. But for anybody else, if you're filming on a phone, just get everything right in camera, because it's so easy for phone footage to fall apart in post. So there you go. Working on a Spider-Man Star Wars crossover video now, but a week on Saturday till I release. It's a banger, but doubt it will fly because of title. I need to use NM's Star Wars channel targeting Spider-Man. Interesting. It's still good work, though. It could still work. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. I totally didn't switch my scenes back. Okay, here we go. Coding with, is it Kaim? I'm going to assume it's Kaim. Some comments on my thumbnails. I feel like I am struggling with them. Oh, okay. Full disclosure, I probably don't have the best thumbnails in the world, but what I can do is I can go to your YouTube channel and I could see if there's anything that catches my eye, anything that I would particularly click on. So let's go ahead and go to your YouTube channel. All right. Let's go to videos. All right. I like this one here. This is good. React context tutorial. I don't know what I'm not sure what that means, but I like the thumbnail. That's an awesome thumbnail. Why are keys important in React? Declined a job offer after signing. Lessons learned. So the only thing that I would definitely say could, just off the top of my head, could be improved is your text. Your text is not, and this is on a computer, mind you. These thumbnails are smaller depending on where you are on your phone. These these thumbnails here with like the blocks, like the transparent blocks, it's very, very hard to read the text. It blends in way too much. If the text is an important part of your thumbnail, you want that text to pop. You want people to be able to clearly see your, you want people to clearly see your text and clearly be able to read it so that they know what it's about. But they are eye-catching. They are nice and vibrant. I will give you that for sure. What else? What else could I say about your thumbnails? See, these down here, these are good. I like these. They're nice and clean. It's easy to read. It's easy to see what it's about. It's bright. It's vibrant. It catches my attention. And then it makes me want to read the title. See, this is the workflow, guys. The workflow. This is how it typically works, right? This is how the brain is going to work when scrolling down on YouTube. Let's talk about this for a second. You're scrolling down on YouTube. Maybe you're just let's just say aimlessly scrolling, right? Maybe you're not searching for something. Maybe you're just aimlessly scrolling. You see a thumbnail and you're like, whoa, right? Your brain just goes, whoa, what is that? That reaction is what causes somebody to read the title. They read the title and they go, that's intriguing. I want to know what happens, or I need to learn more about this. They click on the title, then they watch the video, and then the whole thing about hooking the audience and all that stuff comes into play. But you need to have thumbnails that when you're scrolling down, whether it's in search or in browse or whatever, catches the audience attention and makes them want to read the title. Okay? People keep asking in thumbnails, would you click on this? That's the wrong question. The question is, does this thumbnail make me want to read the title? It's a 3-step process. See the thumbnail, read the title, click on the video. That's what happens in that order. It's very, very, very rare, except maybe in cases of very specific searches, where somebody is going to be scrolling down and looking at the titles first and then looking at the thumbnails. So whenever you're making a thumbnail, like I said, I'm not the best at making thumbnails. I'm experimenting. I'm trying to get better at it. But whenever you make a thumbnail, think, first of all, does this thumbnail represent the video? Does this thumbnail force people to read the title to figure out what the video is about? I'll give you an example, okay? This one right here. Don't give up, okay? That is a great motivational message. When I see this thumbnail, my instant thought is, oh, he's doing a motivational video. But then I come down here and I see the worst interviews I've ever had. So to me, the thumbnail and the title don't correlate with each other. You understand? I hope that makes I hope that makes sense. From a design perspective, I've totally lost my train of thought there. From a design perspective. Okay. You need to pop out more, I think, if you want to be part of your thumbnails. And by the way, I would definitely see up here, it looks like you're starting to experiment. It looks like you're starting to experiment with not having you in the thumbnails. And I think that's good. You should definitely experiment with that. You've got some down here that don't have you in the thumbnails. I would focus. It looks like you're a tutorial based channel. If the main star of your channel is your information, then I would dive 100% into designing thumbnails that don't have your face in it. See how that performs for you. The best thing to do, honestly, take one of your higher performing videos, right? Ones that are performing well now. So go into your like 90-day analytics and choose one from the top 10 that has your face in it. Design a thumbnail for that video that doesn't have that thumbnail. Swap out the thumbnail for that video and see what happens in your analytics. See if it affects it at all. See if maybe you get a spike in traffic. Maybe you get a higher click-through rate because of the thumbnail. So I would experiment with that. Yes, you have almost 10K subs. If people are liking you and your personality, then your face on it is good. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm putting my face in my thumbnails right now, is because I'm actually trying to make my channel more about me and less about the information that I give. I want people to connect with me. That's why I do these live streams, right? It's why I don't just get straight to the point when I do a tutorial. I want this channel to be more about me. So yeah, if that's what you're trying to do in your channel, absolutely 100% keep your face in there, but make it pop, add some contrast, add some saturation, you know, just make you pop. You work hard on a video for YouTube and it all hangs on a thumbnail. It 100% does. It 100% does. The only areas where it doesn't hang on the thumbnail is if you have a super dedicated audience that doesn't care what you put out. They're going to watch it and they're going to love it. If you have that, then yeah, thumbnail is not going to matter. You tweet it out on Twitter. Nobody ever sees the thumbnail. They click on the video just because you're the one who put it out. Like, I know people who literally don't say what the video is about when they tweet it out, right? They share it. They just share, new video on my channel, go watch. Just thousands of people. Thousands of people just go and click on it instantly. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah. I wish they had a way to automatically do that glow outline on a specific object / person for thumbnails. They do, actually. Photoshop has a way to do it. So does Canva, actually. Canva is so cool. By the way, I love doing my thumbnails in Canva. It's great. The more I dive into it, the more I like it. So, all right, let's go back. What time is it? 2:57. Holy moly. We got two more here. Two more. My first time out with the Pocket, with the Pocket 4K. Ooh, nice music from Envato. So I'm gonna have to mute. I'm gonna have to mute that because I do not have a subscription to Envato. So I'm gonna have to mute your video, but we can absolutely look at the footage for sure. Boom, boom. Go ahead and mute this. All right, Remco, let's see what you got. God, I love Blackmagic footage. Why is that so stuttery? Is that me? Ooh, 50 mil, 2.8. Love that lens. I was just shooting with that lens earlier today. Photos, not. Yeah, I was shooting some photos with that lens. Was this filmed in 24 frames per second and then slowed down in post? Is that what I'm seeing here? Is that the jitteriness that I'm seeing? I love the colors. It looks so good. So good. I love those colors. It's just the jitteriness that's bothering me. That's the only thing that's bothering me. So if that is due to filming in regular footage, like regular frame rate, like 24 frames per second, and then slowing it down in post, you can do that, but make sure you use optical flow because that'll help with smoothing it out a little bit. Other than that, I like it. I hope you're enjoying the Pocket 4K. All right. Last question. Oh, it's another video. Ooh, animation. Oh, here we go. Nope, this is a troubleshooting thing. All right, Fuzzy Tutorials. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this because it's a fusion thing. It's a fusion thing, and we all know I'm not the best at fusion. I'm working on it. I'm working on a lot of stuff. Did that have sound to it? Oh, it did. All right, let's see this in full screen. Sorry, because I'm not seeing the lines that you're talking about. Oh, are you talking about these vertical lines here? I didn't think that looked bad. I'm not sure what causes that, but I don't think it's anything to be worried about. Honestly, let me read your question again. I have strange artifacting, fine vertical lines on the lettering. Really? I didn't see any vertical lines on the lettering. Let's look again. Oh, nope, there it is. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is there. Could have something to do with your render settings. I honestly have no idea. Don't you have a Pocket 4K? No, I have a Pocket 6K. I just had a 7. Yeah, Fuzzy, I'm not sure what's causing that, but honestly, it's barely noticeable. I wouldn't worry about it. Compression on the background gradient, render to H.265. Oh, that could be it. That could be it. I mean, is the artifacting happening before or after? Well, either way, the compression. Yeah, do H.265, see if that fixes it. That could be the issue. All right, guys, it is 3:02, and I've got a video to edit. So make sure you keep an eye out for Monday's video. Again, I'm going over my entire, there we go. Oh, what's going on here? I'm still here. I'm going over my entire post-production workflow, everything that happens after I've done filming and gotten my footage onto the computer. I'm going over it in excruciatingly painful detail. So that's coming up on Monday. I hope you enjoy it. I love it. I'm still planning things out for 2022. There's lots of things going on. I'm super excited about what's coming down, coming up. So guys, thank you. Thank you for continuing to make Wednesday my favorite day of the week. I love you to death. If you enjoyed this stream, if you got value out of it, make sure you hit that like button to let me know. And also subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell if you haven't already. Again, keep an eye out for Monday's video. Love you guys. And peace.